Over today, guess who he is? Joey Page in the house. What's up, dude?
Nothing. How are you?
Dude, I am awesome now that you're here. How has this has been like a kind of a crazy summer for you a little bit, right?
Intense. It's been unreal. So busy. No sleep at all, pretty much. That's something I've been trying to get used to, is just jumping from city to city. But it's been really cool. Been getting out on the road and seeing all these different places I've never been before and meeting so many new people.
Joey Page here. He's on Radio Disney now. Sings that song that we play called Who I Am. Now, if you want to talk to Joey, all you got to do is call Radio Disney now, 1-888-327-7018. So how have things been for you, since, the song started playing on the air?
Awesome. I mean, it's been huge for me, the whole Radio Disney thing. Just before that, no one would pay attention to me. No one knew who I was. And then all of a sudden, all these kids know the song, and, kids are coming to the show, and I get, all these people that are trying to get in touch with me, and all these magazines are, wanting to do interviews now. And before we're like, trying to push for them to do an interview, and they're like, no, who is this kid? Now they're like, oh, it's Joey Page, Who I Am, Radio Disney. Yeah, we got to put him in. So Radio Disney's been huge.
That's awesome, dude. Well, congratulations on all the success, man.
Thank you so much.
And it's gotta be, I guess for you, seeing the fans, seeing them sing your song back to you, that's gotta be pretty awesome, right?
That's awesome, yeah. Especially, the young little kids. You'll see these little kids that'll get up and start dancing, and they know all the words. And even my cousins, and they're benefiting from it. They think it's great that they go to school and they're like, oh yeah, my cousin's Joey Page, and one of my cousins is actually meeting all these new girls. He's 12 years old, and he's all over the internet meeting all of my fans and stuff. And I'm like, how are you doing this? You just keep banking on it.
Awesome. Well, Joey Page here, taking over Radio Disney now, and here's the phone number to call and talk to Joey. 1-888-327-7018. Call him. He's here now at Radio Disney, taking over.
Y'all ready for this?
Radio Disney, Joey Page, hanging out now on Radio Disney, taking over. 1-888-327-7018. That's the number you can call. Talk to Joey. All right, so you got this song on Radio Disney. It's called Who I Am. How did you come about to record this song?
I actually recorded it. A lot of people don't realize this. I did it in my room. I have a little studio I built in my room, and it's funny because that's an older song for me, and all the new songs I'm recording in these nice studios that have got, millions of dollars worth of equipment, and then the one that's on Radio Disney is the one that came out of my bedroom on this cheap little system it's actually about diversity and my nationality. Obviously I look different from 90% of the people out there, and no one really knows what nationality I am, and so I never tell anybody.
Why not?
Because every day at school someone would be like, yo Joey, what nationality are you? Right. And at my school, I don't know how it is at other schools, but at my school it seems like everyone is grouped okay, all this race goes over here, this race goes over here, everyone lunch is just a big separated group. And so I would blend with everybody, and I'd jump around and have a good time, and I was friends with every single person in the school, so it didn't matter to me, and I didn't want to tell anyone, so I didn't want to be classified to go hang out with those kids over there. So that's what that song is really about, is just saying, what are you staring for? It doesn't matter what nationality I am. But I didn't want it to be in your face and be like, yeah, this is what it's about, diversity, take it down your throat. So I tried to hide it behind a whole dance club scene.
So how long did it take you to record this song in your room?
Not long at all. Usually a day.
Now the voice on the beginning, that's you?
Actually me. That is me, yes.
Nice, dude.
That's me, and it's just pitched down to make it sound all deep. And
so that's you on the beginning too, Joey Page?
That's not me. That is the producer I was working with. He did that part. Y'all ready for this? Joey Page. That deep voice in the background is what you all waiting for, that's me.
That's awesome, dude.
No, most people don't even realize what it's saying, so yeah. And people think it's some subliminal message or something. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to, sabotage your kid or anything. Yeah, no.
All right, well, Joey Page, he's here hanging out now on Radio Disney. Here's the number. Baby. Radio Disney, Ernie D, and my man Joey Page taking over. All right, so here's the deal, Joey. I don't know, there's not a whole lot of information about you out there right now.
Okay.
So basically, I just want to talk. I know that you're from Orlando. I know that you love Disney World.
Yes.
And I know that you sing, dance, act, all that stuff. But what else do you like to do for fun?
I'm big into surfing.
Really?
Big into surfing. I haven't been a really long time though, because this summer's been so busy, so I haven't been this summer. And last summer I was doing a mall tour and a bunch of fairs, so I didn't really get to go last year either. So it's been 2 or 3 years since I've actually gotten to really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm really big into surfing. I mean, I'm only an hour away from Cocoa Beach, so we'd jump over there just for the afternoon and then go home, and after school we'd run over there. And then also at Disney they have these wave pools where you can actually surf in the pool, so that's awesome, because then you're not worried about the sharks or any of those creatures that are in the water,
jellyfish and all that stuff.
Oh, I got some stories for you if you want to talk about
Let's talk about it. Come on.
One time I'm in the water, and my dad will tell you, he calls it the guppy step. story. I was in the water, and all of a sudden, I let out the biggest scream. I thought I'd been bitten by Jaws. Like, I thought, the day has come, my life is over, I'm bleeding, I'm screaming. And here's the worst part about the whole thing. Both me and my dad are in the water. He's farther out than I am. I'm yelling that I've been bitten. He takes off and runs right past me. Doesn't even, like, grab me, doesn't save the day or anything. He's on the shore, and he's like, come on, what are you waiting for? Hurry up!
Swim,
so I get up there. Yes, I finally get on the shore, and I look down at my foot, and there is, like, the smallest little... I got bit by the guppy. I would have thought, like, Jaws was coming through the water after me. I was trying to, like, fly out of there. But I finally got up there, and there wasn't very much damage. But my mom doesn't even like to acknowledge that there was any, damage at all. She tells everyone that there wasn't. But there was just a little bit of a bite.
Well, usually because moms are like, oh my gosh, my baby, are you okay?
Yeah.
Look at this ginormous injury that you have right now.
But I was all right. I'm still recovering, though. I like to pretend like, I can milk it out my shark story.
How old were you? Did this just happen recently?
Yeah, this happened like 2 years ago. So
really?
I was pretty old.
Shark bite, dude. Come on. Yeah. All right, well, Joey Page, he's taking over now. You can call and talk to him, too. 1-888-327-7018. Radio Disney, Joey Page, hanging out now. So, dude, we were just talking about how you have lots of stories.
Oh, yeah.
So, dude, bring it on. Best memory from high school. What is it?
Okay. Homecoming. Every year at homecoming, they have this big parade, and every club will do a big float. And I was in TV production. We had this big, like, television that we built, and every person dressed up as a different character. Well, my club, I was the vice president of the club. My club was kind of slacker. They weren't doing too well, and I was very disappointed. And our float, wasn't going to win. So I really, really wanted to win. I went home, and I bought the Napoleon Dynamite costume. I dressed up as Napoleon, and I learned the entire dance routine. If you ever seen that movie, that dance routine that's in the towards the end when he's like running for president, I learned that entire routine. I got out there in front of the entire school with my mask on and just started boogieing, and I did the entire routine like perfectly.
Nice.
But the best part about it was, though, no one knew it was me.
Oh, really?
So, yes, because I had like the Vote for Pedro shirt on, but I had a button-up shirt over top of it. And so like I took it off, I put the mask on, I did the routine, then I walked off, and then I got dressed in my normal clothes and walked back out. And everyone was like, did you see Napoleon? Oh my goodness, who was that? And I was like, I don't know, man. Awesome. That kid was nuts. I wonder who that was. And I made it to the yearbook. I was like the second page in the yearbook. As soon as you opened it up, it was this massive picture of me in the Napoleon costume. And no one to this day knows that it was me. Just like 2 or 3 of my friends. Yeah.
Well, now I guess they do now, if they're listening.
Yeah, if they're listening today. Actually, a lot of my friends are like, oh, I'm going to call in. I'm like, oh, that's going to be interesting.
All right, well, you know what? Maybe some of your friends might call in. Let's take some phone calls from the fans next. 1-888-327-7018. Call that number. Talk to Joey Page. He's taking over Radio Disney now. What up? It's Ernie. Just chilling here on Radio Disney with Joey Page. He's taking over now. And, dude, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while because, your dad. Because we've heard from him here at Radio Disney a few times.
You have?
Yes, dude. You didn't know your dad called and requested your song?
He did what?
He called Radio Disney and requests your song.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Oh my god, my mom's dying right now. I can see it. I had no idea. He calls the request line and requests my song. Oh my god.
I want to hear my son Joey Page. Who I am. Can you play it?
He's crazy.
That's what he says, dude. No joke.
He is crazy.
So I guess now that we've established that your dad has a very outgoing personality.
Oh, extremely outgoing.
What is the craziest thing that's happened between you and your dad? Just for fun.
Oh man, there's been way too much actually. We're karaoke partners. Let's say that. Yeah, big time.
Nice.
We're like the entertainment of our family parties. He's the first one to jump up. He will jump up there and he can't sing. I'm sorry, Dad, but whoa.
Love you, but you can't sing.
Yeah, but he'll jump up. He'll spend the entire night, but he only knows the words to one song.
Which is what?
Breakdown by Tom Petty.
Oh.
So if you don't know the words to Breakdown by Tom Petty, you will know it by the end of the night because he will do it 20 million times and it just doesn't end. And I'll be right there with him. I don't know why, but I'll get in the mode and I'll be like, let's go, Dad. Here we go.
So what, do you sing backup or something, or?
Well, I'll try and, get my little solo part, but he kind of dominates the situation. He'll be like, no, this is my time to shine, so.
You already have a song on the radio. Let me do this.
Yes. But you know what? He gets stage fright too, though, because we just did a show in Georgia, and I brought a bunch of the moms on the stage, and they were dancing around. I was like, Dad, come here, come up with all the parents. And he ran away from me. I was like, Dad, come on, and I could see him in the background. And all of a sudden, he just bolted across the way and was running. I was like, Dad, no! And I'm on the microphone in the middle of the show. I was like, come on! And finally, my mom pushed him up there, and then he just kind of stood up there, and he swayed his hips a little and ran off.
That's awesome. All right, Joey Page, he's here taking over now.